intro?
You're fine.
Okay. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the HopStop podcast. My name is Thomas. We got cameraman Sam with us again.
What's up?
No introduction needed. Let's get
No
right into this one. Episode 7. We're gonna try something that someone actually a couple people recommended
It's
to
been
us.
recommended quite often.
Actually, people call it an old head drink. I don't know. You guys let us know if you guys tried it in the comments below.
I think
It's
it's
called.
a party drink because
It is a party
in,
drink.
Clubs. It's everywhere in clubs.
It is in clubs. It's called the Incredible Hulk. Pretty much, you got 2 ingredients. Pretty simple. You got Hypnotic, which a lot of people in Arizona said they love over here. They love drinking this shit. I've been seeing it all over the place.
You've never tried Hypnotic?
I've never tried it
I've
either.
always wanted to.
We'll get into what that is, too, in a minute. And then you got Hennesy, which is one of our favorites. We drink it all the time, especially back home.
I usually try not to drink just the normal Hennessy anymore.
What do you like?
VSOP.
Oh, okay.
Or the XO, but VSOP
I was thinking about getting
like,
VSOP. I had VSOP.
I know you had it.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Well,
I wanted some.
yeah, no.
Fuck
Not for you. Just kidding. No, well,
Nah, but you still can't go wrong.
no, you can't go wrong with it. But
I'll go back.
I was gonna get a bottle about this size of VSOP, but they had no more.
Smaller ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want to
They
get a
always
whole
run out
bottle.
of those ones. Yeah.
Because everyone fucking loves it. But anyways, so it's just these two. Pretty much turns green. That's why they call it the Incredible Hulk. I saw another name for it. It's called the Green Eye. We're not gonna call it that.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk is a more
Yeah.
common name.
But Hypnotic. I was reading this. This is kind of a weird liquor.
How much liquor is on
This is 17%.
70%?
Yeah, Hypnotic.
What the fuck, really?
So this is gonna be Hypnotic. So what it is, it's vodka, cognac, and tropical fruit juice, passion, mango, and other kind of juices. Sounds pretty interesting. Excited to see what it's gonna taste like though. But of course,
Certified color added. If I wasn't, is this?
what is it?
I thought Hypnotic had like some weird like swirl shit going on with it. Last I
Did
seen
it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Unless if maybe that's like the bigger bottle.
Maybe the bigger bottle. You know how it is over there, bro. You have those fucking fancy ass bottles when you go to Total Wine and shit like that. Let's bust this guy open. We'll start it off. I don't know which one you pour first, honestly. We're not gonna care. And be careful too, because I thought you could put this in the freezer. I guess technically you can, but it freezes. So kind of be careful.
That is, yeah, that was weird. I guess because it's juice. It still has juice in it, so.
All right, there we go. Damn.
But
Let's see.
yeah, I actually that makes
Oh, that
sense
smells
as to why
fucking good.
I smelled it right away as you opened it. Ooh, that
Oh,
actually smells really
Bless
good.
the bottle. Always gotta bless the Henny bottle. Just smack it in the front, like this. Yep, just like that. There you go. Gotta teach him.
Gotta teach him.
Blessed. All right.
It's usually the top, but yeah.
Yeah, it is. That is the top.
Like that.
Oh, is it? I don't know. We usually go like that.
Okay.
Give it a nice little love tap. Oh, look at. I don't know if you could do it on this one. Fun fact: always the first shot of the Henny always goes like this. Look. See that? Look, guys. The bubbles. You see that? Once you take your first couple of shots, they're gone. But every Henny bottle is designed to do that. One more time, folks.
The bubble.
You try it. The bubbles. Do it. There you go. So you feel it, huh? Yep.
I know what you're talking
Every
about.
Henny bottle is designed to do that. Do. It's beautiful. All right, so we'll pour some Hypnotic first. I'm just kind of gonna go a good amount. I think that should be good.
Are we throwing the lifesavers at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm down. Shit, you already know.
They actually count that shit. Yeah.
And then just a shot of this. Damn, it does turn green right away. So while we're getting into this, I'm really excited for this, honestly. Something different from the party
How
packs.
much do you have?
About the same, no? Yeah, we have the same.
How much more did you pour? What?
I'll grab a couple of
I
these.
feel like I grabbed a lot. more.
Hypnotic, I put a little bit, I think, more of. And then Henny, I did at least a shot and a half.
I know for a fact I did more Henny. I don't know how much. Probably like wait.
All right, let's see how this is. Cheers, brother. It's not bad. I can sip that. How do you feel?
Felt that right away, but it actually tastes good.
Yeah, you can definitely, don't get me wrong.
Tastes sweet.
Right off the bat, it tastes sweet, but you can definitely, the Henny, the power of the Henny
Yeah.
just hits your mouth and
Right away.
overwhelms right away. But it's sweet going down. It's not
Mhm.
rough, nothing like that. So it's really good. But we both just watched the fucking UFC 302. So post review.
So I watched the main fight.
Okay.
I just bought the. I got home from Top Golf and I bought the pay-per-view.
Mhm.
And as soon as I bought it, it was Islam choking the fuck out of Poirier in the first round, and he was like
He got
barely
out.
surviving for that last like 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then I watched that rest of the fight, and I went back and I was watching a little bit of the Costa and Strickland fight, but I have yet to watch the rest of the fights. I really want to watch the Kevin Holland fight. I saw that he won.
Was that before?
Before the Sean Strickland. I think he won by submission, if I'm not mistaken. I just saw like the roster, and I saw that he won by submission, so I wanted to see that one too.
He's that whole fight. So I got there right when the Sean Strickland
He was
fight
fighting.
happened.
Who was it? He was a Russian dude too, right?
Mhm.
This big old Russian dude. I forgot his name. It's a weird ass last name. It's one of those crazy ones.
Yeah, I forgot who it was too, but that was a good fight. Mainly, I got there though right when the Sean Strickland fight was just starting. Yeah, and that was a good fight. Honestly, he did win by split decision, but he beat his ass the whole time. It was good. He dropped him about 3 times. He just had. You could just, if you watched it, you could just sense that he had full dominance the whole fight.
Really?
And then, Costa survived.
In the very beginning, the first round. In the first round, it just seems like you can't like say anything off of the first round really.
No, everyone's adjusting.
That's where I was at.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to put it up so I could watch.
First round's usually a fill-out round unless it's like the first 12-second knockout or something. Anyway,
but what do you think? Do you think that it was decided correctly on that first, or on that Strickland versus Costa fight?
Mhm.
Yeah. You think
100%.
Strickland deserved that dub?
I believe so.
For sure.
It was good. He fought great.
Yeah, I didn't see like the outcome. I didn't see like how they looked at the end of the fight or anything.
I feel like if you see it, you'll agree with me. You'll be like, okay, yeah, he definitely deserved it. The Dustin Poirier fight, that was an interesting one because we had a very heavy debate just like Friday just about it because we were talking about, you were saying Dustin Poirier is a terrible fighter and that he's not good and he's not one of the best.
He's not a top 5 fighter.
And he is a top 5.
That's
he is
what
a top
the
fighter.
argument was.
He is a top 5. He is a top 5 fighter, bro.
No.
He beat Michael Chandler, made Michael Chandler tap. He fucking beat Conor McGregor. Dude, he's beating like some of the best. He's beating the best.
Oh, yeah.
What? Okay, so anyways, he was literally controlling Islam in the middle of the ring. And he was breaking out of grapples. You watched that fight. You've seen that. He was breaking out of grapples.
And he didn't break out of grapples because he lost to a grapple.
It doesn't matter, but the whole leading up to it.
It doesn't matter.
I'm trying to tell you, he was breaking out of grapples, though. Yes, he was. That's why he got to round 5.
Barely surviving is not breaking out of grapples.
Dude, he was literally slipping out of grapples. Did you see the slip outs of the grapples?
Being saved by the fucking bell?
Dude, there was times where he wasn't saved by the bell, though, I'm trying to tell you. He, like, actually
right off the rip, he lost. First round.
No.
Got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, just because you lose the first round.
Second round, he didn't gain anything.
Yes, second round was his.
No,
even Joe Rogan
was
said.
Third round.
Joe was like, Poirier, round 2. That's what he said right there. Rogan even called Poirier. Yep. And then round 3 was a good one, too. I think that went to Islam.
Round 3 went to
Poirier, too?
Poirier, I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm saying.
And then round 4?
Islam took first 2.
Boom.
And then Poirier did the next 2.
Round 4.
Because that's where he started, like, fighting a lot more.
Yeah, 3 and 4.
They're throwing hands on 3 and 4.
Yeah, and Dustin Poirier, boom,
round 3,
hit him with the elbow.
Islam was also throwing hands, and he fucking rocked him.
He threw the elbow, and Islam was bleeding all down his leg.
Bro,
it was over.
That was a small cut.
Islam had to fucking grapple his ass because he knew he couldn't outbox him.
What do you mean? He was grappling him since the very beginning.
I know, because he can't
there's
outbox
no
him.
like what? He was outboxing him.
No, he was not.
Bro, did you see how fucking pummeled that homie's face was?
He was fine, bro. Islam was the one that was terrified, kept having to grapple every time he was getting punched.
Bro, Islam looked like he was untouched.
I wish he would have came to the middle of the ring like Max Holloway and Justin did, where they just would have been like, boom. Oh, but Poirier, I bet you would have knocked his ass down.
I don't think you understand the concept behind the sport then.
Oh, okay.
Because if that was the case, bro, then like everyone would be fucking losing.
Of course, you have to play to your strengths, but duh, he's not gonna fight like that. That's why I'm telling you, he is not a ground and pound fighter. They even said, the announcers even said, that's why I'm confused. Like, did you have your volume up? Because even the announcer said he will not fight him in the middle of the ring. He's gonna try to grapple him. That's the game plan.
He fought him in the middle of the ring.
No, yeah, but he was getting fucked up.
No,
though.
he was not, bro.
Oh my god, we watched a totally different fight.
No, he did
That's
not,
where
bro.
he started bleeding. He started fucking getting fucked up. You just admitted it too.
Not.
3 and 4. When he was in the middle of the ring with him, he was getting his shit fucked up.
No, he was
And
not. They were just both throwing hands. They were landing blows for sure, but
I have to say,
nothing.
you even gave round 3 and 4 to him, didn't you? Just say that
because he was just throwing more punches.
Still, then he wins the round by landing more punches, right?
Throwing more punches.
No, not throwing. You have to land them too. You don't just throw a punch and then you.
No, because Islam doesn't throw that many punches. He's more calculated with everything he does.
Yes, but look it. You don't just win around by throwing punches.
I don't think you understand the countings of the rounds, though.
Oh my god. Then tell me how the rounds go, because Sam, I'm almost 100% sure I know how they go. You have to land punches to win rounds.
Islam would have won regardless, even if it went to decision.
Yeah, you know why? Because he choked him out in round 5.
No, and because they went to decisions. Did you hear me? If they went to decisions, he would have won regardless.
Because he's the champ. Yes, Poirier had to knock him out.
Poirier can't fucking knock him out.
Yes, because he won't get in the middle of the ring. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Are you retarded? No one's just going to stand there and let themselves get punched. You fucking idiot.
Oh my god.
Dude, like, bro,
okay.
It just comes down to like fighting common sense.
I know, but I know you don't understand that in that sense, because Max Holloway and Justin just did that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Bro,
when 2 ground and pound fighters want to ground and pound, they will.
And that's not ground and pound. It's that and stand and fucking pound.
No,
ground and pound is when they're on the ground and fighting.
I know. I was just listening to the fight though. They were just calling it that though.
No,
so that's
they're not calling it ground and pound. But he's not gonna. He's not, bro. Poirier is not a top 5 fighter, and just because he's okay with fucking getting pummeled in the face in the middle of the ring doesn't make him a top 5 fighter.
No, I don't think
it will never make him a top 5 fighter.
No,
if you put him in the ring with some fucking maulers like Alex fucking Volk and like shit like that, they'll destroy him for doing stupid shit like that.
Because he's a top 5, and even like that's what
he's an entertainment fighter, and he knows that. That's exactly why he's retiring, because he knows all that shit is costly towards his fucking health. Look at how he. Look at how he looked at the end of this fight, bro. He could barely open his eyes. He was like barely able to speak. He was just like, "Oh, I think this is my last fight." Yeah. Like it cost him his health like bad for just being that entertainment fighter, always wanting to just throw hands in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and I don't think you understand the point.
His fight.
Yeah, and I guess so. But at the end of the day, he's a top 5 fighter in his division. Then they even said that. People, like, I think you and maybe a couple other people, only one that disagree because you don't like him. But at the end of the day,
it's not because I don't like him.
His own sport, his own division, he's a top 5.
You only literally mention his last like 4 fights,
and they were all losses though. So what does that prove towards me though?
You're mentioning Poirier's last 4 fights
where he lost.
But you're not saying that he lost because and he didn't lose because he beat McGregor.
His past 4 fights, okay, but you're saying that's not even a win. So at the end of the day, what am I saying? So what? The past 4 of his fights, he didn't win all 4 of those fights. You're saying,
okay, you were like, oh, he beat Chandler, he beat McGregor. Those are the only names you can say.
No, because we had the argument too the other day. Because don't hide from that one. You were like, he doesn't beat top name fighters, and I said, okay, doesn't. Okay, McGregor, Chandler, those are just 2.
And those aren't even top fighters. Those are entertainment fighters.
No, oh man, those are top.
Those are more recent fighters.
Though. Okay, but like literally,
all right. Straight up, bro, the only names that are, like, heavy names that he's fought in is Gaethje, Chandler, and McGregor. 3 names.
Okay.
And those were in the last 4 years since he's been fighting with the UFC, or in the UFC, and he's been fighting with the UFC way longer.
Yeah. And there's no bigger names in those.
And the rest of his record.
And Islam. So.
He has a long record, and all those other guys, like, for the most part, they weren't really, like, champions.
And if they were coming up, he fucked him up, and other players did, or other fighters did too.
All of them. He had losses before that.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. That's
not every fighter. McGregor didn't have losses before that. He had like a really clean record.
Yeah, and then he ended up losing too. Like that's not every UFC fighter is perfect. I don't even think any UFC fighters finish their career perfect. Maybe what's his name's the only one, Khabib. But at the end of the day, bro, he's a top 5 fighter in his division, bro. No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you respect it, but at the end of the day, I don't think. I mean, his own division respects him and knows he's a top 5 fighter in his division. I mean, DC called him a top 5 fighter in his division. I think he is well known as a top 5 fighter in his division. That's why he got this fight. If he wasn't a top 5 fighter in his division, he wouldn't have got a fight at the title shot today.
He's had multiple fights at the title shot.
Yeah, because he's a former title holder, of course. That's why he's gonna keep getting them, and especially if he's dominating in his division. You don't, and that's the thing.
But
Like,
he did
do you
nothing
forget that
with
there's
that-
rankings in UFC?
He did nothing with that position holding. He literally held it for one fucking minute.
And then guess
And then
what?
lost
You know
it.
the last fight right before this, he beat the up and coming star that everyone was talking about. What was that fucker's name? The guy was undefeated too. Fucking Dustin was getting his ass beat, and in the 4th round turns around, knocks his ass down, fucking guillotines his ass. I mean, this guy is a top fighter in his division. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, he's not the best. That's why I'm not saying he's not number one. I'm not gonna say he's the best fighter in his division. No, he's not, because clearly he just fucking lost today. It's clearly Islam. There's no one better. Islam beat Charles. Islam beat him. There's no debate on that. But you have to give him his props, because at the end of the day, he is a top 5 fighter. I give more props to him than McGregor, because at least this guy stuck around in the sport where McGregor left.
You're tweaking.
Yeah, I bet.
tweaking.
Well, that's because you're a big McGregor fan. But at the end of the day, McGregor left.
That has nothing to do with being fan base, bro. There's just records to what they did.
Wait, so even though he beat him,
McGregor
twice,
did a lot more in the UFC career than he has.
Okay,
Bro, he
this
has
guy
nothing.
beat him twice.
He has nothing
Okay.
big other than beating McGregor.
Oh my
That's all
gosh.
he has to his name.
But you're over here
That's
saying
all he has to his name.
okay, but then
That's all you can claim right now. That's all you've been claiming.
Yeah.
Is like, oh, he beat McGregor, and you're just trying to shove that in my face because you think I'm a massive McGregor fan.
No, but
I'm not.
okay.
But McGregor has a nicer fucking record
Right.
in the UFC.
They're the same record.
No,
though.
it's not. He had an
Yeah.
undefeated record that was really clean versus high skilled fucking fighters. Aldo,
What does that mean? though?
fucking
Like,
up and coming champions.
they fought the same fighters because in the same division though.
No, they did not fight the same
They don't-
fighters.
they don't- So then, what division are they both in?
When did fucking Poirier fight Aldo?
I-
When did Poirier
If he
fight
did-
any of those lightweight champs?
They're in the same division, bro. If he doesn't, he will eventually. I don't.
No, he never will.
Okay.
Because he couldn't fight those guys at the time,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
was scared of them.
Oh, okay.
They were. It's exactly how you
Same
said.
reason why
There's rankings.
McGregor won't
There's
fight like
rankings.
Islam
There's
and shit like that.
rankings. There's
Yeah, so
rankings.
exactly. So then,
Why he
so then
never
why
fought
is he gonna
them?
fight someone lower
Dude,
than him?
they were
right?
fighting.
Exactly.
He was fighting the same time as McGregor was coming up and tearing everyone up.
My boy,
but
you're
never-
contradicting yourself.
What do you mean I'm contradicting myself?
Because you just said there's rankings, exactly. So why is he gonna fight someone lower if he's higher in the rankings? McGregor had to work his way up. This guy has been higher up since the beginning.
No, he is not.
All right.
Because if he was
I
such
mean-
higher up, then why didn't he never fucking make any fucking name for himself like
he
McGregor did?
That's why.
No.
That's why he's a top 5. Okay, so
Bro,
then if he never made
he
a
did
main-
not know. He did not
Okay.
have no record like McGregor. He was not no double champion. He was nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing stood out. Like there's
he wasn't a champ. At all
only
either,
thing
huh?
he can. He was a single champ. That's
That doesn't
it.
matter. You're still a world champ at that point. Do you
Bro,
not? That's
bro,
what I'm saying. Like you don't give
here's
him
the
no
thing.
credit. That's what's
No,
crazy about you.
I'm
You don't
not-
give him
You're
no
over here
credit.
saying no credit, but it's just
Yeah,
out of everyone else that's in that division, there's people. There's a whole like list, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's not top 5. He's top 10, but not
no,
top 5.
He's definitely top 5.
He's top 10, but not top 5.
Okay, name the top 5 before him.
Top 5 before him.
Yeah, name the top 5 before him. I'm very
Aldo, fucking.
interested. Which he's not even up there in the rankings, which is surprising.
What do
to
you
me.
mean he's not up there in the ranking?
If Aldo was
What
up
are
in the
you
rankings, he
talking
would have
about?
fought Islam tonight, dude. Quit. That's why I'm saying, like, quit acting like
He's not well
There's
known
up to-
in the UFC history.
So
That's
then
the
quit
issue,
acting
bro.
like he's up there in the rankings. No, Dustin Poirier is up there in
No,
the
I'm
rankings.
talking about you, Tom. I'm explaining to them that you don't know, you understand the history behind UFC.
Yes, but there's rankings. That's why I'm saying you're contradicting yourself.
I'm
though.
not contradicting myself,
okay,
bro. If
okay,
you're saying top 5 fighters
Yeah.
in that division, he is not top 5 fighters, bro. He's too recent, and he doesn't have anything that's big under his name.
Okay. So the McGregor fight wasn't big under his name then.
One fight, Tom?
But you said nothing
one
was
fight?
Okay, but you just said
One
nothing,
fight?
though.
One fight, Tom.
You don't think so? Okay. I just
That
wanted to make sure.
doesn't. It didn't.
It didn't make any- okay.
His record was already broken. Like he didn't have no
Yeah.
like undefeated record when he fought McGregor. There was nothing to it other than he's fighting a champion that was
That's
like
interesting.
undefeated. That was
Okay,
it.
that's interesting.
That's it.
I just wanted to see that.
That's
interesting.
what
I'll
comes
leave
from
there.
that McGregor fight.
Yeah. I'll leave that there.
But he,
That is
yes,
interesting.
I will give him. He was a champ. He became a champ after how long of fighting in the UFC?
Yeah, no,
Do you
I'll
know
give,
how long he's been fighting in the UFC?
Yeah, I'll give that to you. I'll just leave that there. But that's interesting. I just wanted to see your take. But That is interesting.
I'm just saying he's not a top 5 fighter, bro. Because
yeah.
in the history in his division, bro, there's a lot better fighters.
Yeah.
And that's just sort of like you're disrespecting Aldo. You're disrespecting a lot of older fighters, bro. That have
But
like these
Aldo
crazy.
is newer, though. You just said, though, right?
No, Jose Aldo is not newer, bro.
But you just
he's the fucking champ. He was the veteran champion, dude. He held that position title before McGregor came in and took it from him for fucking 10 years straight, I believe.
So then,
10
if
years
Aldo's
straight.
been around so long, how come he had no big fights then before McGregor? If you don't mind me asking.
What are you talking about?
Because you were just claiming that Aldo had no big fights before.
Poirier had no big fights before.
Oh, well, I was talking about Aldo, and we have that. Like, I was.
Aldo has plenty of big. He is the big dog, bro. He was the big dog that they had to take out.
So that's why I'm saying if Aldo's the big guy that needs to be taken out and shit, why isn't he the one that's trying to fight Islam right now? That's what I'm saying right now.
Bro, he had already retired once after McGregor and everything.
Yeah.
And the thing I was telling you is that Poirier was already fighting during that time when Aldo was the champion and never had the chance to fight him because he wasn't at that level yet. He wasn't at that ranking. McGregor came in, destroyed everyone in there, including Poirier, and fucking beat Aldo, became champion, and then moved on to the next weight class, became another champion in that weight class. That's a different, like, that shows, like different levels.
Okay. So then, like, because the whole argument wasn't, like, of all time. So if you're saying Aldo's a vet and everything, we're talking about right now. So, like,
you're
that's
saying,
what I'm saying.
You said top 5 of that division.
Yeah, right now. We're not talking about all time, dude. If Aldo isn't a top 5 right now, then he's not top 5 right now. That's why I'm saying, like, right now, like, I don't know if you were hearing, like, the broadcast, but everyone was saying this is a top 5 fighter right now. Is Dustin Poirier in that division?
Bro, there's only very few fighters in that division, too, now.
So then why are you arguing the fact that he isn't a top 5 fighter, then? Because that even proves the point that he is a top 5 fighter. At the end of the day, even if he is, if that division is weak right now, at the end of the day, he's still a top. That's why he's getting this fight. If Aldo was better than him, he'd be getting that fight, right? If Aldo was fighting and you think he's better,
Aldo's just older than him.
I know, but if he was better,
he was better than him. People would stand behind that.
Okay, shit so then if he was in right now, then he would get that fight, right?
Oh, he would.
But he's not a top 5 fighter right now, though, right?
He is.
So right now he's a top 5 fighter. Okay.
And out of overall, like what they did in their history of fighting.
Okay, but we're not okay. So that's where we're kind of getting off track. Because I'm saying right now, and then you're saying overall.
You never said, initially you never said right now. And then the thing is of like right now, that doesn't like.
So then.
Like, because if you say right now, that doesn't count McGregor either.
McGregor
how long has it been? How long has it been since his fight,
though?
Just because he's coming into a fight doesn't mean he's been fighting recently. And all his prior fights, they've been mixed match, like not even real fights, official fights. Yeah, he has exhibition
Justin
fights
Poirier
in there.
Like Justin Poirier was a mismatch fight. Justin Poirier was clearly the better fighter in that one.
The disqualification fight that you're gonna really like say that was a full on fight that proved Poirier's fucking strength.
I would say so. Yeah, he got
this guy, bro.
McGregor kicked him in the shin
because someone gets hurt in like out of something broken out of like something Poirier didn't even do. Like, how does that prove that he's, like, a better fighter?
Kept himself better in shape. I mean.
Come on, Tom.
I mean,
he's already had losses before that, bro.
Well,
if that was true, then he would have been, like, way better than McGregor.
I think you're starting to get out of the context. Because at the end of the day, all of them have losses. You're not going to. Like, that's
McGregor
fine.
didn't when he first fought Poirier, though.
That's fine. And then Poirier gave him his first loss. So it doesn't.
Yeah, but he already had a loss, though.
But that's fine.
You're trying to say, like, oh, he's better than... He's, like, above these fighters. You're saying he's...
Okay,
bro,
okay.
You're putting him as number 1.
No, wait. I'm just... Okay. We have the footage, so it's fine, but
because
I'm saying he's a top 5 fighter.
You're saying Islam didn't deserve that win, which obviously he fucking won. Yeah.
Wait, I said that too, though. He did deserve the win because he beat him. No one said... So I think you're kind of getting off the point.
Right off said was like... Islam's a pussy for not fighting him in the middle of the ring.
Well, yeah, he didn't deserve that win. Everyone knows that. If he would have fought him in the middle of the ring, he would have lost.
This isn't boxing, though.
That's why he's yeah.
It's UFC.
Yeah, I know. And that's why his strength, like everyone said on the broadcast, and everyone that knows UFC, they said he's gonna stick to the fucking grappling because he will not fight Dustin Poirier in the middle of the ring, right?
He still did, though.
And he was,
We could go back on those.
Yeah, and we can. And then 3 and 4,
He fucked the fuck out
We'll
of
kind of leave it
Poirier.
here. We'll kind of leave it here because it's kind of going on forever. But 3 and 4, when he did go in the middle of the ring, he was getting fucking rocked by Dustin Poirier. And then when it got back to the grappling in round 5, he fucked him up. Dustin Poirier got fucked up in the grappling. Because guess what? At the end of the day, Islam is the fucking GOAT right now in that division. At the end of the day, he's number 1, no matter what. I'm just saying Dustin Poirier is a top 5 fighter. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have got this fight. We'll just leave it at that. If he wasn't a top 5 fighter, let's say Dustin Poirier was top 15. You think he would have gotten this fight? Fuck no. Islam would have wanted to fight someone.
No.
You think he still would have?
No, yes, because
Wow.
That's
interesting.
And I'm just putting this in because he's an entertainment fighter.
I don't think so. I doubt it. Cause okay, you know who I think is an entertainment fighter? You're talking about someone who's been out for so long, Conor McGregor. This guy has not been out as long as Conor.
Bro.
This guy's been fighting a lot more and recently. I mean, not longer, but I mean more recently than Conor has. And Conor's getting a top card in a top fight, where this guy's been fighting at least more recently, and I feel like, deserved to fight against a top fighter.
There were entertainment fights, all his recent fights too, though.
Not the last one, recent fights. The last one was like a hungry fighter. That's what I was just telling you. Like, I forgot his name. I'm gonna have to look it up for y'all. I will. Anyone who knows if you guys.
Last fight, Chandler?
No, it wasn't.
An entertainment fight, bro.
Yeah, but it wasn't his last fight though. I can tell you right. It wasn't his last fight. His last fight was a guy who had like he's an up and comer. I promise you. I forgot his name, but we'll kind of leave it there. It was an interesting card for sure. But no, Islam deserves it. No one's gonna ever say Islam didn't deserve the fucking win. I just said if you
said
it. Yeah, but I didn't though. That's why we got the fucking footage, my boy. Yeah, we got the footage. I did say he deserved it. I just said that if he would have fought him in the middle of the ring, like you said, which I did say.
And I did do it though.
Yeah, but he didn't though because he finished it with the
Poirier had his chance and he didn't.
Oh yeah,
he couldn't do it.
So wait, yeah, and that's the other thing too. No one's gonna say that either, because at the end of the day, you get your opportunities. If you don't close, you don't close. I can't. No one's gonna fucking justify if you can't close an opportunity, bro. That's on you. So at the end of the day, that's on you. I think it was a great fight, though. I think it's gonna be better than the next card, honestly. I don't think the Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler fight.
I think it's gonna be better, even if someone gets hurt again.
I think
just because
I think McGregor's gonna get fucked up.
Kill it now.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't think Conor McGregor's that entertaining though anymore.
And I'll even put that out there, like, respect to Poirier. He even knows, like, he was out here just doing the entertainment fights. That's what he was literally talking about at the retirement. I don't think this was an
entertainment fight.
No.
This was an entertainment fight, though. He was trying to be a champ again.
This one wasn't.
No.
This one wasn't, but that's why it discouraged him so much, is because all he did prior to that was a lot of entertainment fights, and now he actually took this serious. But
that's what I'm saying. Give him respect. Because he went 5 rounds, too. A lot of people who go with Islam, they do not last 5 rounds. They do not. He chokes them out within the first 2. He'll get them slacking within the first 2.
Islam has a loss, so someone actually beat his ass.
No, you're right. One person did. One person. But I'm saying the majority.
Hard, bro.
14 win streak. You think 14? I'm going to have to go into him, but I bet you.
That's where I say.
Less than half of those 14 went 5 rounds. I bet you.
Volk is a real
Volk beat him?
Top champ. Like, right now,
Volk beat him, though?
I think he's the one that gave Islam his loss.
So where is he, then?
He's he's pound for pound right now. And so
where is he in
their division?
Then? Yeah.
Huh?
Where is he in the rankings, then? Why didn't he fight him again?
He didn't fight him because it's the clause of like you can't fight the same fighter after like you had 2 fights again.
Oh,
so they already had 2 fights.
So Islam beat him once and then
no, Volk beat him and then Islam beat him that second time. And after you beat him that second time, you have to wait until like someone else has to be able to challenge the champion, right?
Okay.
So the up and comer was Poirier because not only because it wasn't. I don't even think it was because he was 3rd in rank. It was because he is top 6 or 5. He might be top like number 5 right now on their ranking,
like on the actual rankings,
the ranking of that weight. But it's not only that; it's because of his. I think that prior fight that you were talking about, where it got him the secure position, and because he's a good entertainer, bro, and he knows that.
Volk or Dustin?
No, Dustin.
Okay.
That's why he even said it towards the end of the fight when he announced that he might retire, bro. He said he was like, "I'm just tired. Like I'm retiring because I'm tired of."
But yeah, it's because
like the No, because he's tired of doing quoted by fucking Poirier, and we could probably pull it up. Him talking about him retiring after that fight. He was like, I'm retiring because I can't do these entertainment fights no more.
I don't think that's an entertainment
Bro,
fight though.
He said, I can't do these entertainment
But
fights no
that's
more.
not.
It's too much on
So
my
why would
mental
he say?
health and shit
So then
like
he's
that
calling this
because
fight
of
an
all the
entertainment
talking
fight.
shit and everything like that.
So then you
No,
think
like the McGregor fights and all that, those were literally entertainment fights. Bro, he had to just like play this character where he's talking shit constantly.
I don't think
It's mentally draining for those
Okay,
guys.
but so then
McGregor loves that because it obviously drove him to fucking money
I don't
craze.
think that's I don't because I think that so like
You don't think so? I think Strickland is like a big entertainment fighter. Strickland doesn't have like the cleanest record at all. Poirier is definitely better than Strickland, and I think Strickland just gets all these nice ass fights because he's an entertainer.
you know how I kind of look at it, and it's interesting that you kind of look at it that way. I'm
I'm not trying to keep dragging
no,
this, but like it's a good topic to
No,
talk
no,
about.
yeah.
Because like entertainment fighters is now like a thing,
and
I feel like definitely McGregor had a big effect on that. Floyd definitely affected it, especially their fight collab between the two divisions.
entertainment. Okay, because like entertainment fights, though, I feel like when you're saying entertainment fights, it feels like it's almost fake though. It feels like it's.
But here's the thing.
But
Now
it's not,
it's
though.
happening even inside of like the actual like the branches themselves. So
Yeah,
boxing has these now entertainment fights. UFC is now pretty much doing them too. The whole baddest motherfucker title, that shit came up off of just pure like
wait.
they wanted that entertainment. You
So
know,
wait,
it was
So
fans.
would you
that,
say like Mike Tyson is an entertainment fighter then?
Oh no, the fight that's coming up, yes. That
But that's
the
not-
Logan fight.
But wait,
You're saying
no,
that's a serious like
no.
even if it is
We
like they're
both-
putting it on a record.
we both said
You're telling me that's still gonna be like a real fight for them.
no because we've both talked about this behind camera, and I've
Yeah,
said that I don't
exactly.
take it. But Tyson was fighting the best.
Fight.
Okay, so
No.
when
Tyson in his era, no, obviously not, bro, because they're fucking tearing through people. But
Okay.
nowadays, entertainment fighters is a thing. That's a real
Okay.
thing. Like since McGregor, that's what I'm saying. Since
Okay.
McGregor, especially McGregor definitely made it a thing.
So before I rate this drink real quick, I want to ask you one more question.
because
Would
we
you?
didn't rate them.
Yeah. Did
It's
you
just-
like? Yeah, it's super good. First off, and then good conversation. I love our debates, by the way.
That's how you know this shit's gas though, because it's that strong.
It's
It
that
got
good.
us already arguing on
We
the
were
first
fucking
topic,
going.
bro. On the first
Well,
topic.
and we're passionate about what we believe in, and that's why.
That
Props
and
right
then
here.
I think we both
We're
like
both
we like
hard-headed,
the
We
fighting
like the
the
debate.
fighting shit.
We
too.
like the debate, and
whole
at the end of the
fighting-
day, it's all love.
the fighting game.
But I'd ask you this: so then, would you call every fight that's two top names an entertainment fight? Because I wouldn't.
No, not like that either. Because
Okay.
so if they have like, so McGregor when he was undefeated and he got his like the first fight that was like versus
Against Dustin Poirier.
Was it Poirier
Yeah,
that
that took
actually
his
gave him
loss.
his first
Yes.
loss? Yeah,
Dustin Poirier
on the
fucked him
first
up.
fight.
And it wasn't by like he actually like beat his ass. Yeah.
And I mean that's why the second fight was supposed to be huge, but he fucking got
Yeah, I
hurt,
know.
bro, and that's why you can't say like, oh, like that proves much from
No,
either side
but
because someone got hurt. If the same thing happened, I think the same thing did happen to Poirier in a couple fights back where he got fucking injured in almost the same scenario. I think he broke his leg almost the same way.
And then before we get to this,
and he recovered from it and then beat McGregor.
and then he did, yeah. And before we get to this, I'll say this, but you'll always remember. That's why I say I feel like he gets disrespected a lot because I feel in other sports when the best person gets their first loss, you're remembered for that. When Canelo lost to Floyd,
but
that was remembered as his first loss.
Yeah. And that's for sure. It does definitely get remembered.
But he's doesn't.
No. Here's the thing: the record that people make too before they get that first loss also matters. It's like Tyson.
But
Nobody acknowledges Tyson's first loss.
Yeah.
Nobody even fucking nobody even knows sometimes that Tyson has a loss. They'd be like,
Well, the ear
"What?
fight.
Tyson has a fucking
Well, the ear.
loss?"
I think it was the ear bite where it was his first loss, wasn't it? Or
No.
it might have been
He
his
got
second
knocked
loss.
out. That was his second loss.
Was it?
Yeah.
Mm.
He got beat by who was it? George Foreman.
The George Foreman is the one who he bit his ear off, though.
Was it? Oh, Evander Holyfield. That's who it was.
Oh, Vander Holyfield's the one he bit his ear.
No,
then. My
then
bad.
it was George Foreman
that
who beat
his
him.
ear. Okay.
So George Foreman beat him, and then I think he beat him afterwards. George Foreman might have retired right after.
Oh, okay.
And then
he fought.
And then Mike Tyson went on to fucking tear up, I think, like 20 more fights. So, like, his record is so nice, and Tyson is, like,
I think Tyson has like
well-renowned.
5 losses too his whole career.
Yeah, but he has like what
55 wins or something.
55
50,
wins.
50 something wins.
Yeah.
50 for sure. I think.
So yeah, he's definitely over the 50s.
Yeah.
But damn, 5 losses? Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
thought it was
5
like
losses.
3.
No, it's 5 losses.
Damn. See,
I'm surprised too.
and that's what I'm saying. But like
He
after
lost to
his
Holyfield twice.
but yeah, and so after his first loss though, which was I'm pretty sure it was George Foreman.
Okay, so that's 3 then right there.
He fucking he went on to like do a rampage, and most people don't really never really remember his first loss.
Well, that's why great fighters are
everyone
remembered.
thinks his first loss was the ear bite, and it wasn't.
That's just the most noticeable one.
That was
though.
the most noticeable one because obviously it's an ear bite, and I was like, oh, it's a crazy ass situation.
Yeah.
And he was like well known as like this fucking undisputed fighter, but he wasn't. He had 1 loss already.
That's true. Well, I guess that's the fun thing about sports, right? The ones that you think are going to be the best, sometimes they end up getting their loss, and sometimes the ones that you think are going to get their loss that are
or the
are
ones that
ultimate
you
champs,
want to fucking lose,
they'll
like
never
Floyd.
lose.
Like Floyd has so much hate behind him, and look at him,
So
undefeated.
we'll review this real quick, and then I have a question for you. Honestly, I give this guy's an 8. This is a really good drink.
Yeah.
It tastes good. After the first one, or after like the first couple of sips, you don't even taste it. Really good, smooth. Honestly, too, I've mixed Henny with certain types of stuff. I hate mixing it. I hate sipping on it. You could sip on this. This is great shit right here. I'm gonna give it an 8.
This definitely went combo. Like this is a really
This is
good
a
combo.
great combo.
Especially for just like normal Henny. Like if you don't, that's usually
Yeah.
why I avoided the base Henny is because like it's not as smooth. But this combination makes it like sweet and smooth, so
I agree.
it helps it for sure. And then you're not paying like for like the whole VSOP or whatever.
Yeah, and it's still good. It still gets you just as fucked up. So yeah, I like this 8. What would you give this?
Probably an 8.
Yeah, I give this an 8 for sure. This is really
This
good
is up
shit.
there for sure. This is nice. I know they serve it at clubs too, so like you could get these
Incredible
drinks,
Hulk.
shots.
That's all you gotta ask.
It's really good.
Incredible Hulk. Good shit right here. Hypnotic, Hennesy, pretty simple combo.
We took it pretty much in shot form, but you can get it as like in a drink form, which is just it comes like with ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like a straw, I'm sure, or something. Yeah. So, I want to ask you this one last boxing question, then we'll kind of move on from that.
Yeah, for sure. I know we've been on fighting
we've been
for
going
so much,
on
and
to
that's
that.
all heated and shit. but-
Yeah. So I wanted to say. So then you were talking about how like previous fights on their record before the loss matter too. So, would you say for Canelo, like the boxing side of it, his loss or his win against Cotto, then, which I was vouching for the other day, that was an important win, even though he was older. Would you then agree then? Because that was your case then, right?
It was important. So you like
Because
You
Cotto was a
don't-
star still.
you acknowledge that, but then you at the same time you don't acknowledge when McGregor beat fucking Aldo, and Aldo that's literally the same situation.
It is. That's why I
Aldo
said
is
that's
like
fine.
So Cotto was he how long was he holding the championship before
I
he
don't.
beat
I
him?
don't know how long he was.
How
I know
long?
he lost to Mayweather though too.
So
Everyone
he
lost to
wasn't a
Mayweather.
champ then, right?
Was Cotto wasn't? I don't know.
I don't think he was like a WBC champ or anything like that after for the Canelo fight.
I think Floyd took it from him before.
Yeah, right.
Had to.
I'm
have been.
pretty sure.
I think at one time he was though.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean,
Cotto
Cotto was up. Yeah,
Cotto
he was a
good
great.
fighter.
But it's like you said, he did the fight with Canelo. He was already like at his like the end of his career.
Would you say the same for Aldo?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But Aldo tried fighting again, and I think he went on like 3 or 4 losses right after the loss from McGregor. So he just obviously he was like, I think this is it for me because that loss from McGregor it sort of like it ruined him.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean that's
Like,
what some
dude,
fights will do to you.
McGregor fucking destroyed him. And
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying that you could see the difference where it changed from like a serious fighter to like entertainment and money chasing for pay-per-view, right?
That's why I can't see
Because
his next fight.
I don't
being
know.
better than this.
I don't know if you really saw like when McGregor was up and coming, but like when he first was like hungry for like just to become a champion,
Yeah.
just to be the first champion.
Yeah.
Dude, destroying everyone, bro. To be undefeated and reach all the way to the champion level, like tear through the whole list,
Yeah.
and then beat this old dude that not old dude. I mean, he was somewhat old.
He was older.
He was in his like older 30s.
Yeah, like 37, 30. I think it was 36.
And McGregor was young.
He was just
young.
coming up.
He
Yeah,
was in his 20s, like young in 20s.
He was still bald. It was like bald.
He was even bald. He actually had his long hair, like the cornrow or whatever shit. Like he looked like still like a little Scottish fucking warrior, like fucking Viking, like skinny ass Viking dude. You know what I'm saying? Like dude was like fucking really just chasing for that fucking
the gold.
That gold. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what they'll do too.
And so he got there. He beat Aldo like quick. It was a fast ass knockout too. He was
in the first round, right?
It was his first round knockout with the left hook. He just fucking took him out. Yeah, I think it was like fucking like in a few seconds.
Yeah, was that the one? That was the one in the Brazil conference, right? Where he was like,
because Aldo is Brazilian.
Where he said in my country we would go on horseback into your village.
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah. That's that. Yeah. I've seen that.
And that's where I think he learned like after that main fight, he learned like the shit talking and the whole entertainment side of it is what brings in the money.
But he's like, but we're not in that time, so August 16th, I'm gonna go in the ring and fucking beat his ass.
Yeah, so there's some gangster ass shit. So at the end of the day, like that's why people respect and love fucking McGregor, even if like he has losses now or he's just like a piece of shit. They love that he was just like a fucking dog.
Even if people don't
entertainment, you know what I mean?
Like, and just erase that. Don't give him like I wouldn't even say give him all that. No matter what, he's so popular. Whether you just like McGregor, whether you love him or hate him, you're gonna buy the fight. Yeah. Yes, you're gonna buy his fight. Even if everyone hated him, just like Jake Paul, people are gonna buy the fight because they want him to fucking.
He started to do exactly like the Jake Paul antics. So like,
well, but that was before Jake Paul though.
No, yeah, exactly. So like, the whole Khabib shit that he did, like everything for the fight for Khabib, dude, that was practically like the same antics Jake Paul does now. Just fucking out here like fighting them and outside of the fucking ring and like having like their teams fight each other and shit like that. Like all that shit was going on before the fight and it was all just for entertainment. It was to lead, like build up the hype for the fight.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, this is real beef. Like he talked about my dad, he talked about my brother and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And like Poirier then realized that too, because that's where I was I guess saying like Poirier has history, but he never made these big names until he started getting into the entertainment side of it too.
I wouldn't even say maybe, or you could look at it more as he just wanted to take the bigger fighters because he knew he was getting towards the ender part of his career and he wasn't doing that in the
that is true. Part of that. I mean that could be true. To it.
But I do agree with you. I could see that side of that.
It could be that he maybe didn't want or he couldn't beat the older fighters and when then these new ones came in and he was like I'm ready. I think I could fucking destroy these guys. I'm an old vet now. You know what I mean?
It could be that too. I agree with you.
Because he definitely has that vet strength in him. Dude, he has power punch.
No, he has power. He's a great fighter. But no, that was a great card. We'll see how the next one is for sure. But no, yeah,
it definitely is sad to see him retire though, because I thought
that's his last fight.
In him. Yeah. Well, as to what he was claiming, he said that it was.
Yeah, no, that would be fine if it's the last fight because he actually went. It's not like he got knocked out. It's not like he got.
And it was like it wasn't a fighter that was like like someone that
like a no name. He went for the championship belt.
And it was against someone that's like strong,
number one in their division.
Not only that, this dude's is strong as fuck. Like he's like he was like what McGregor was, but like he's still like serious about it. Even after that first loss, he's still serious about it.
I agree.
Because I mean, his first loss was over someone that was also very serious about the sport. Volk is like, that guy is like constantly chasing after fucking champs.
Yeah, I agree with you. And so, like we said, that's a great fight. 302. We'll see how 303 is. Kind of getting 303
is gonna 303 to me, I think, and that's just like prediction for what I see it as. It's more of an entertainment fight for sure. Though.
I mean, and now that we've been
when
talking
you see
about
McGregor in it. Like definitely nowadays, yeah, you're gonna watch them is just because of the entertainment.
Yeah, aspect. And that's how
it's pretty much like you said. It's like Canelo, what has McGregor done in the past years to even deserve that card? Nothing, but it's entertainment. He knows how to bring it. Roadhouse. Yeah, so it's like.
I mean, no.
Have you watched it? Have you watched it?
No, fuck no.
It's all about him, huh? They just told him like, just do whatever you want to do.
Just fucking be jacked on roids and come in and fucking do your shit. Well, at the end of the day, too,
That's
kind
what
of.
money does, bro. If
Oh
you're
yeah.
entertainment, if you know how to entertain, bro, that's what you
Keep the money coming. Why stop when you're just getting what you can? If you can get more, right? Going more in the sports aspect, the NBA Finals start June 6th. Get uh, the Dallas Mavericks versus the Boston Celtics. So, what do you think? Who do you got winning the series? Who do you got winning Game 1, and who do you got winning the whole series?
Game one. Game one, I think Celtics take it.
Okay, and then series?
And series, fuck. I think we sort of spoke on it, but I think I'm still gonna stick with Celtics.
And 6? I think you said 6, right?
Yeah, 6. I think Celtics take it.
This
6.
was real quick. This was his last fight right here. He knocked this guy out.
Oh,
Justin Poirier beat his ass.
He wasn't Ukrainian. What
no, he was not Ukrainian. I don't know what he was. And sorry, guys, we're going back to UFC real quick.
That big bearded dude. It's just because it popped up.
Well, they're going through his top fights right now. But anyways, fucking, I know we were talking about it. Boston, you have in 6. I have Dallas in 6. One question I wanted to ask
how
you.
old of a fighter he is, man.
Yeah, that was 2011.
2011, bro. Look at the difference in how he looks.
This is about a guy his age too. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like this is like a new or like an old head or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm sure he knocks this guy out. We'll probably see here in a minute. But who? Okay, so I know you don't follow the NBA to like have a team or anything, but do you feel? And as a Lakers fan, I don't feel this way. But do you feel like LeBron is like one of the top 5 greatest players of all time? We were talking about top 5
players, yeah.
Really?
Top 5 shit
of all time.
And this time you're saying all time. I definitely say he's top 5
Really?
of all time.
I disagree.
He's definitely reached that level
Really?
as of late, dude. For his
well,
age,
yeah, the scoring title,
the all the records now he holds under his age and the time length he's been in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like he definitely earned that top 5 title. Like he has to be in there. Obviously, he doesn't have like the same record as like
yeah, but
as like finals record as like okay. Obviously, everyone's gonna always be like they try to compare.
Well, like
to
the
Jordan.
same thing with with Justin Poirier, right? If Justin Poirier only has 1 title compared to people who have a dual title,
but
right?
He has dual titles.
Who, like LeBron?
Yeah,
well, yeah,
LeBron
of course,
has
but
dual titles.
LeBron doesn't have as many titles as Jordan.
But LeBron has them with different teams.
Which is different, though, too, in its own case. What you could argue is Kobe didn't have to go to a different team to get a title. Jordan had to go to a different team to get a title.
But that's where in NBA there's different dynamics.
Yeah,
to it
100%.
That's where Kobe, like, because Kobe obviously didn't have the same title record as Jordan.
But he was 5-2.
He stood out as a fucking playmaker, team player. You know, just as much a leader.
Mamba mentality, bro. I don't think there'll ever be another Kobe.
I don't think Jordan had like. Jordan definitely had like his own leader mentality, but he didn't have Mamba mentality where he would like carry the whole team by himself. He built the team. Jordan definitely built the team
to the
point where like he had really strong players with him, and that's why they held that dynasty, the 6 fucking wins.
That's because it's a team,
and no one could beat that until they make a real good team dynamic like that. But nowadays, dude, with how
everyone
teams
gets broken up,
they instantly get broken up at the first
everyone
loss, bro.
moves,
they're like draft this motherfucker, drop him, trade him right away. No, and nobody has options. The team captain can't hold it together, you know.
Unless it's LeBron, though, which is surprising, because LeBron has power moves, which is weird.
He can, but even now with all the migrating he's done, I don't even think he can put shit like that. You know, like. Back when he was in Cavs, he definitely had that power.
Yeah.
When he was with the Cavs, bro, he could have done so much to like build that team, hold that team together, and maybe they could have became a dynasty. But he just ego sort of carried that team.
That and I think also the Cavs couldn't bring more superstars in because then they traded Kyrie, remember, after.
Yeah, well,
and then
I feel like honestly, I think LeBron could have done more to actually keep Kyrie in there.
Probably could have. He felt like he wasn't getting enough love.
I mean, think about it, bro. The dynasty for the Bulls could have ended if Jordan didn't fucking chase after Pippen as hard as he did, or Dennis as hard as he did. But he chased after them. He got them to stick with it, and they kept winning. If LeBron would have maybe like gave more passion behind his teammates. Kyrie and shit like that, give him more support instead of like sort of just being a dick towards him and pushing him to the side. I mean, you see the treatment Kyrie gets now. Like
Yeah,
everyone looks at him like
they love him now.
as not good enough of a leader. I know now they love
Now
him,
they
but
love
like
him.
for the
Before,
longest they were always
yeah.
like, oh, this dude can never
was
lead.
rough.
He could never be like LeBron. Like they were always, he was like LeBron's shadow, which was like you shouldn't treat anyone like that if you're trying to build a strong team.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you.
If you look at the Bulls team, nobody looks at people like if they were Jordan's shadow. They just think that it was like a fucking team of monsters, like some really good ass players. You got Pippen with like straight mean ass shots. Dennis was mean in the fucking paint and
he was
rebounds.
defensive.
Like the defensive rebounds
monster.
were crazy. Nobody could take his rebounds.
No, he was a monster.
You know what I mean? So like
that colored hair, that would scare the shit out of me too.
Fuck yeah. the shit talking.
Dude,
homie was trying to throw hams constantly.
Dude, that shit was crazy. And honestly, that's why.
And that's also like it's just different mentality from the past.
It is.
That's almost like you
more
know
aggressive.
how you say like you know Canelo and Tyson era, like it's different mentalities.
It is different mentality. And I would say this. So I want to hear your top 5. I'll give you my top 5, but mine's pretty simple. It goes 1 Jordan, 2 Kobe, 3 Magic, 4 Larry, and then 5 would be Shaq. Larry Bird, yeah.
5 Shaq. Mm-hmm. You don't have LeBron in there.
No, I have LeBron 6. I have LeBron 6.
I see that. I get that. I think LeBron's better than Shaq for a fact.
I would.
I say for a fact just because there's records. Like,
but I would say LeBron's not the best in his position of all time. Shaq is. Shaq is the best center of our generation.
In our generation,
Shaq is the best. Who's a better center than Shaq? Like Dwight Howard might be close.
Nowadays,
Jokic.
Now we got some crazy ass.
Yeah,
centers.
but like when we were growing up and we watched the Lakers play or anyone, or when we watched Shaq play, Shaq was the GOAT.
Like, yeah, but even then he gave it up pretty quick. Like he
got old quick. He got old quick.
Way earlier than most any other players. I mean, like look at Kobe. Look at like a lot of these guys.
Well, the centers are the most physical part in the NBA too. So you gotta know too. He wore and tore his body. And he played longer than
it's
Kobe
more
too.
about that. They wear and tear themselves more because they're big ass dudes.
And he got in the league before Kobe
Huge
too.
guys.
I think it was 4 years he was before Kobe.
That and then like these big dudes like they take way more damage.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like look at all the like Jeremy Lin and all these massive ass.
Oh yeah, they take more damage.
That like were like prodigies, but right away they just left the game because
Dwight Howard's another one too.
It just destroys them.
Dwight Howard was super good for like 4 years, and then he gets injured, and then it's like the rest of his career.
It's over.
It sucks. But no, like that's why those are my top 5. But if you have LeBron in there, that's cool too. I just don't think he's.
I think it would almost be the same. I don't know about. No, Larry Bird has to be up there.
Larry Bird has to be up there. Yeah, I think he has 4 chips.
And he has like record hold.
Yeah.
Like records still.
With Boston.
Till this day.
Yeah. He's a beast. Magic Johnson's the best point guard of all time.
When that Boston team were
in the 80s?
Straight menaces, bro.
All 5 of their players were
and they were the ones that destroyed the dynasty, right?
The Lakers dynasty?
No, the Bulls dynasty.
No, so they beat the Bulls when Jordan was like in his 3rd year in the league. That was before that Boston team broke up. They were still okay.
But before that, they were the ones that like they were tearing up the.
It was dumb in the Lakers in the finals almost every year.
Yeah,
dumb in the Lakers every year in the finals.
And there was some fucking bullies. I remember it was a bunch of just like massive ass white dudes that were just like tearing through these guys, bro.
And then you had the Los Angeles Lakers was a bunch of black guys. Yeah, and then they were going at it, bro.
And then Bulls were like the brand new like
Jordan
shooters and black, like they were mainly black, but
and that's when the NBA, and people forget this, but the NBA did not expand really big until Jordan came around.
For sure.
Because then when Jordan came around, the Jordan shoes started coming around. Like the whole league itself started becoming so much bigger.
So. About that, so you know how we were talking about entertainment fighters. I feel like I wouldn't say Jordan was an entertainment fighter, but he definitely he changed the NBA almost in the same way as like McGregor changed the UFC.
Yeah, but
he brought eyes to it, and then I'd say Allen Iverson brought in the rest of the change that like really made it even more entertainment wise. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like the fucking the tattoos, the design of the hair, like the different type of jersey wearing and shit,
like
and
the street clothes coming in,
shorts. I think because he was wearing his shorts different than the other two.
AI was a beast too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that
and
guy
then
was a
he was like
beast.
a
I
beast,
loved AI.
and he was still performing really well and breaking the rules. So he changed it to where people wanted to see these like flashier looking players
Ball out too.
ball out. You know what I mean? So like NBA sort of took a route that way where they don't really hold on to players anymore because they rather have like a nicer looking flashy player or
They'd rather
something
have
like
two
that.
superstars and a bunch
Mhm.
of people supporting them than have. Yeah, no, I feel you. But that's the difference between the NBA and a lot of other sports. I love the NBA. And that's why, like, at the end of the day, we'll kind of get back to the I guess the topic of it. At the end of the day, you got two superstars the Dallas, and then you got two superstars with the Celtics,
That's
and
true.
it's gonna be a fucking battle. And that's why I don't whoever team you pick, I can't even be like that's a bad choice because honestly, it could go either way. I can't really even
Yeah, because
picture it.
I mean,
I have Dallas in
Kyrie
six
has
too.
Luca too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luca.
Luca.
Luca is. I feel like Luca is the best player in the league right now. I don't think he's a top five player
That's
of all time, but
what
I think
about
he's the best.
Porzingis though? You don't think Porzingis like he's been
He's
killing it,
constantly
bro?
this year, but he's constantly injured. This is the first year he's played healthy, and then he got injured in the playoffs. So then,
But are excluding injuries, dude,
yeah, he's
he
all right.
performs really
He
well.
was with Dallas. Remember, he was
Yeah,
with Luca.
and he
Luca,
performs really well
and then he wanted out because he did not want
constantly.
to play with Luca.
I
He was
know,
mad that they drafted him. So it's gonna be a revenge
but I mean,
match.
it's because if you think about it, like you want to play with someone that's also like constantly butting heads with you.
But don't you want two
It's like
superstars though?
mm,
Wouldn't you want another superstar with you
not
though?
if they can't work good together. Look at
I guess.
there's been times with like LeBron that's happened with LeBron
For
plenty of
instance, though, if
times.
I'm a superstar and they draft you and you're a superstar, I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I have help now. Porzingis looked at it as like they're trying to replace me. Which
Or
how would they?
like, cause didn't like what about like when cause no yeah there's been plenty of examples where like superstars have been thrown onto a superstar team and they couldn't
The
perform well on there
Nets,
because they didn't like they just didn't like each other or they couldn't like play well with each other or
the
anything.
Nets, this Suns team here in Arizona.
Mhm.
Those are the fucking examples right there. The Suns team in Arizona. Sorry, you Arizona fans. This team's fucking
Who's
ass.
Harden playing right now with?
He's playing with the Clippers, and that's another team too. Well, at least
See,
they made the playoffs, but that has Westbrook,
that's
Kawhi,
what I was gonna say.
PG, Harden. It's like what
And
the
that and
fuck?
that's who I was gonna say as an example. It was Westbrook. Westbrook joins a lot of superstar teams, but
Recently,
nobody. Yeah, after the whole OKC shit, but
but he was a beast in OKC though. He
no,
was the
on
guy.
OKC. But after that,
Yeah.
he joins
Rockets, Wizards. Yeah.
superstar teams with other superstars on there. But he can never perform well with these superstars because
Lakers.
they
Yeah.
just don't they don't look
Match well
eye to
with him.
eye. They don't have good chemistry. It's just it's different. Like just because they're both really good players
Doesn't
doesn't
mean it's
mean
gonna
they're gonna
work.
be good players
And that's
together.
what people are finding out.
Yeah.
Because you can put as many superstars as you want together, it does not mean anything. That's how it was in the NFL
And
too.
then it also becomes down to emotions. I mean, like at one, because like if you were to like say do the same thing for like Kyrie and LeBron, like I don't think they would ever play like they once did with the Cavs. You know what I'm saying?
No. But
Ever.
you could say the same thing in football though. For instance, your Steelers. Sam's a big Steelers fan here. Steelers had the killer bees, which was
Oh yeah.
Le'Davion Bell, Antonio
Oh
Brown,
yeah.
and Big Ben, and they never won a Super Bowl. So it just shows you like you could have great stars and never win a Super
Constant
Bowl though
playoffs,
too.
yeah.
Constant
Constant
playoffs
playoffs,
and
but
then
no
just
Super Bowl.
unfortunate
Yeah.
losses.
Yeah.
And that could be it. You can have as many superstars as you want. That does not mean you're gonna coast through easily and win
No,
championships.
yeah,
It does not mean
yeah.
that.
I mean, for the football side of it, Steelers are definitely the good
An
example of
example.
that because we even now like we always constantly get close. We get
Yeah,
into the
something
wild. We
happens.
get
Yeah,
into the wild card. I don't know how we do it too. With sometimes with some of the rosters we have that are just like random as
trash
fuck.
too. Yeah,
We have like a few like vets in there, but a
you
bunch
guys
of
get
like
it done though.
rookies. We still get into these
That's
wild
good
card
coaching.
positions. Yeah, definitely. I guess
Like Tomlin.
as much as like I fucking love to hate on Tomlin, like you
Yeah,
gotta
you don't
give it
like
to him.
Tomlin. Yeah.
You gotta give it to him that he gets us to the line, but never across it. That's the issue. He can always get us there, but
When was the last
never.
time you guys won? It was when you guys beat the
Dude,
Cardinals, huh?
yeah, I think so. But that was what
Sheesh.
like fucking
2008,
2000. Yeah, 2008. That was the very
2009,
last
something
one.
like that. Damn, that was a
And then
long.
before that, what 2003 or something
It's
like that,
2006,
or 2006? Yeah,
and you guys lost to the Packers in 2011.
and that was that. And that was the last time we went to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
But you guys beat the Cardinals in upset fashion too. You guys took this state's
And
first
then
Super
what?
Bowl away from them.
The last time we went to the playoffs, who was it versus the Eagles or something like that?
No, you
Or
guys don't.
no,
You guys
not
played in a
not the
different
Eagles.
division. Last time you guys played in the playoffs, it was last year.
In the playoffs, it was
Last year against
versus
you guys lost too. The Bills. It was the Bills.
yeah.
You guys lost to the Bills. You guys had Mason Rudolph playing, and Kenny Pickett was healthy, by the way, too.
But Pickett wasn't like he was new.
He's your
He was
favorite,
a rookie.
though.
No, he
No,
wasn't
no,
my favorite.
he's like this is his third year. You
No,
guys
but
traded
when
him.
when he played that game, he was a rookie, wasn't he?
No,
Like,
last
brand
year.
new? Yeah.
No,
for,
it was already his
the
third year.
playoffs?
No, he just sucked so bad that they'd rather have Mason Rudolph in.
Damn.
Tells you everything.
That is true. I didn't watch anything last year. I didn't keep up with shit.
Yeah.
I did so bad at gambling on the year prior to that I just didn't want to watch anything. But yeah,
That's something gambling does. It makes you hate sports.
But that yeah, for real. But that, like you said, like I mean, Steelers is sort of represents that pretty well. Like they have like a lot of
They
star
had a good- lot of
players. Even
does
when
not
they
matter,
draft
yeah.
like these rookie guys, like they're usually like star rookies, and they get on the team, and then they just like they get to like a wild card position of playoffs, but they can never really perform well enough.
And that's why I feel like Kobe and people like Tom Brady are in their own category, because Tom Brady was able to win Super Bowls with not a lot of superstars around him. And Kobe, when he had Shaq get
That's
traded,
not true though, because Tom sort of had what Jordan had, which was like reliable players.
towards the end of his career, his first two Super Bowls, it's not like he had superstars around the offense around him.
He didn't have Gronk the whole time.
No, he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
On his first two, he didn't have
No,
Gronk.
Gronk didn't come until like 2011,
That's all.
2012.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So, like, he was able to win his first couple Super Bowls without any superstars. And towards the end, of course, you need help.
Yeah.
But at least he was able to. And then
'Cause
Kobe.
I would say Gronk helped a lot with the rest of
Gronk's
his
one of the
rings.
best tight ends of all time of our
Dude.
generation.
And then to do what he did,
way better than Travis Kelce.
for your QB like that shows mad loyalty. And,
He went to Tampa for him.
That's what I'm saying. Like he purposely
Retired.
to avoid the Lions, so he would
That's
be able to
loyalty.
pick up whenever Tom would pick up.
That's a boy right there.
Because he knew Tom was gonna end up coming back.
That's a
I'm
boy
pretty
right
sure
there,
he knew
yeah.
he was gonna come back.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, if you were like had such a good chemistry with your QB like that, when he's like gonna try to
Like,
do some
come
shit
back.
again. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
He knew. And
And they were buds. They were buds outside
Fucking
of
best friends.
fucking football. So like he probably knew like that eventually Tom was gonna like still try football again. So he wanted to keep his options open. And I think he did say that in an interview. He was like
he kept his
he was like
I
didn't purposely retire to keep my options open or some shit like that.
They were
Like,
going to trade me to Detroit. Yeah,
he hinted at like that's why he retired, because he didn't want to trade over to Detroit.
And that shows you, and that's a good lesson for everyone. Freaking, it just goes to show you that your boys will always, no matter what, they'll always look out for your best interests like that. And at the end of the day too, you can have your best friends working with you, but your best friends too will always know when it's time to actually get down to it. And like we were saying, Tom Brady and Gronk, right, are like best friends. But when it came down to it, when it would be like in plays, you could tell they had that chemistry. But you also know when it's like, sometimes when you're like in their situation, when you're working with like someone you're close with or like a friend, sometimes you would feel like they slack off too much. That's the type of friendship where when it's time to clutch up, you gotta fucking stay focused. It don't matter what type of. If you fuck up, he's gonna fucking tell you.
I mean, because their personalities would change on the field. For
oh
sure.
yeah, that's that type of relationship.
The way Tom, obviously for Tom, you can always tell like whenever they would like lock into Tom's like mic and shit when he's on the field compared to when he's like off the field.
Yeah,
his and on the commercials and all this shit, interviews. It's a completely different person.
It's a mom. That's what I'm saying. Like Kobe is almost.
It's the like mama mentality.
Yeah, it's mama
they're
mentality.
locked in, just focused on the task at hand. It's
ready
like,
to win.
Let's get this done. And
yep.
win.
That's why those two are the best of our generation. I don't think there's anyone better of our generation. Patrick Mahomes is of the next generation.
Patrick Mahomes is fucking legend. I think he's what? I think he's an up and coming Hall of Famer.
That's because I'm a Broncos fan. Of course, he'll be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer for sure.
He'll be a Hall of Famer, but as a Broncos fan, I can never side
I will
with that.
say greatest QB of all time.
Tom Brady.
I'll put that out there. Yeah, Tom Brady for sure.
Unless Patrick Mahomes wins 6 Super Bowls or 7 Super Bowls, I will not say anything different. Yeah, and plus Tom Brady beat him in a Super Bowl too.
If Patrick Mahomes does that though, he'd definitely be like nobody could beat that.
Well,
because
Tom Brady beat him though in a Super Bowl too.
No, I get that, but like at the age, if he were to get like that many Super Bowl champs, and at his age right now,
Yeah, like let's say
puts him above Tom because Tom, it took him a while.
So he has 3
being
right
in the
now.
NBA.
If he gets 4 within the next 5 years, yes. If he gets 4 within the next 6 years, yes. That's crazy. But I still would say like Tom Brady at the end of the day beat him, and Brady was older, and Brady still beat him in a Super Bowl. So I'd always give it to Brady, honestly.
You can't just say just because they're older it's better, because
No.
that's like saying like, oh, like the vet fucking beat the rookie.
Yeah,
like,
the same thing
of
with
course.
Floyd beat Canelo. That's why I always give like Floyd still dominated Canelo, whether he was young or not. Canelo should have beat him.
Yeah.
Canelo was the better. In my opinion, Canelo was a better fighter.
No.
Floyd was.
He wasn't the better fighter. He was a good fighter, but not better because he just wasn't experienced enough as Floyd was at that time.
But then you can argue that's why I said
that's where vets
wasn't
like,
Cotto.
That's the difference between vets. And
wasn't beating up Cotto.
But Cotto was like, that's like there's being a vet and then there's being like.
Isn't Cotto a vet?
Yeah, but there's like being
he's not
like
a punching bag. You're gonna call him a punching bag?
There's like a vet, and then there's like just like wisdom.
You're calling him a punching bag?
no, it's like you're a vet, but like you no longer can like actually. Like,
you're calling him a punching bag
like you used to.
He's just going in there to get his ass beat, pretty much, is what you're saying.
Well, he didn't know that. He still thought he had it in him.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he fought that, and then probably lost like 2 more after the Canelo fight, and then called it. It's because he thought he still had it in him. And that was the same thing with Aldo. It's like these guys, like, and they're not even at the age where you would assume like they're fucking like old or vets anymore. But like they're vets even at that age, like they're 30s and shit. They've been doing damage to their bodies, so it's like they don't know until they face that young fighter that actually puts their ass down with ease. Yeah. And that's how you know like they're no longer at that level.
Yeah. And I guess that's a humbling moment, right?
It definitely is. It's a sad moment.
Like, fuck.
It's a sad moment for sure.
Honestly,
you know how many people were so like the hate behind fucking McGregor when he took out Aldo was crazy. But it was like
sure
it was an understandable moment too, because it's like, bro, like Aldo he was getting old, bro, just holding on to that belt because nobody was able to beat him for the longest. They were scared to fight him.
But that's the same thing with like Canelo and Floyd though, right? Because Canelo could have went in there and beat his ass, and everyone would have been like, well, it was Canelo that beat him at least, right? Because Canelo's up and coming.
That's true, but towards that Canelo and Floyd fight, that's where I say. Like, entertainment fights started to sort of happen, I guess, too. Because Floyd started doing his own production.
Yeah.
He was picking his own fighters. I feel
But do you also think
he swayed a lot what happened, the ruling and everything on that
you
fight
think so?
with Canelo.
Okay, and I can see that too, but do you also think
it's not like and Canelo was under De La Hoya for that fight too.
Yeah.
And De La Hoya was screwing over his fighters left and right.
Yeah, I know a lot of you guys believe that.
No.
No, he's like facts.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Dude, well, I'll say this.
Dude, you gotta say fuck
Mexico
that.
used to love De La Hoya.
That's why you have to say fuck that guy. It's not only because he's like he was a child prodigy from Mexico, not only because of that. It's because he comes from the fighting history. He was a big time fighter himself.
Yeah, he was one of the best.
Exactly.
He lost to Floyd too.
Lost to Floyd too. And now look what he does to his fighters, bro. He fucks them over, and like he just accepts like the shit that Floyd does. Like it's fucked up. Like you fucking took an L from this dude, and then you're still taking L's from him, and you accept it just because you want to like make money off your own fighters. Like that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah, it's a different time for sure. But I would say
it's crazy.
I would say it is crazy because I asked like even like you ask around, especially I haven't asked around here, especially because in the state of Arizona, Benavides is the prodigy here. But if you go back home in New Mexico, everyone loves Canelo. Canelo is everyone's favorite there. So you go back home and you're like, do you like Oscar De La Hoya? And everyone's like, no.
No, nobody will like
Oscar.
No
one likes Oscar. But that's weird though because he's a Mexican prodigy.
I'll say that he was when he was a fighter.
Now he's not.
He ruined his reputation after the fact.
Yeah.
That and like everything he fucking did towards the end of his career, he just started fucking like going crazy.
I've always found that interesting because I've asked a lot of like people. Like,
It's all
you don't like Oscar?
comes down
No.
to a character as well too. You know what I mean? You could have made like a name for yourself, up and coming, or when you were an up and coming fighter, had a clean record,
Mhm.
beat these like big champs, and fought like some guys that were like big champs and tried and lost. But then
If you
after the
don't.
fact, it's how you carry yourself too. You know what I mean? And
100%. Yeah.
this dude, after the end of his career, once he started losing his shit, became a raging fucking drug addict, and
Yeah,
like
he did.
I
Yeah.
think
I
he
mean,
like even beat his wife and all kinds of shit or whatever. Like went through divorces, and then fucking then became a
oh my God.
promoter and started taking money from his own
Yeah, and I heard
fighters
about that, and
and
I'm
all
sure
that
that's
shit.
true. Triple G and all
Dude,
that.
it's crazy as fuck. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, and then when
Like
you're at that point,
you lose respect from everyone, and you're making your own country look bad. Like if he was representing Mexico, nobody wants Mexico to be represented like that because he's just a coked out ass dude that couldn't take his loss like a man.
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's the other thing is like
You saw
what
how? Did
country
you see
would
what
want
happened to
that?
his son?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Dude, his
Explain.
son sort of went through the same fucking scenario.
He's a boxer.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then he went and he had like his big debut fight or whatever versus like a big name dude. I forgot who it was. It was a big fight. I even watched it. And then he got his ass beat. And after that fight, he just fucking went on a whole like fucking cocaine spree and like like became a big old drug addict. And
Really?
dude, just like his dad, bro.
Damn,
Everyone
that's
was like,
crazy.
"Oh, he followed the same footsteps, bro."
He's
It's
all
like, yeah,
exact same
like
path, huh?
exact same path, bro. Just ruined his life,
That's
bro.
crazy.
And Oscar doesn't give a fuck because I mean he just used him too. His own
Damn,
son,
that's
bro,
crazy.
used him in not Triple G in Golden Glove
Yeah, Golden
or
Boy.
Golden Boys, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and that's crazy, man. That's how it is sometimes, especially. I mean, that's
And
the
that's right. I don't like Floyd as a fighter because I don't like his fighting style.
it's defensive. Like,
But
who does like that
yeah,
type of style?
and that's where I guess like see like that's where I was telling you like I agree. I get where you're coming from with the like the your argument with the like the Islam shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you just have to separate that. It's
No,
not
you have to
boxing,
still
bro.
accept that they're the
But it,
greatest, though, no matter what.
huh?
Whether
Oh
they like
yeah,
to grapple or not, they're still the greatest in their division. That's where you have to
yeah.
acknowledge
No,
it,
and
no
yeah,
matter
and
what.
that's where I was just also saying is that you have to like accept that like
They're the greatest.
Islam's never gonna be like like
He's never gonna be a
even
ground and
if like
pound.
it comes down to like you know like it shows like who's the like better at like character. Like Islam's just more it's that Mamba mentality. He's more serious about winning in the UFC, so he's gonna
Yeah,
secure that win at all costs, if it's a
yeah.
submission or not.
I feel like Dustin. I'll be honest, and I will see how what you think right now. But I think that was the closest that he'll get to a loss again. Was that Dustin Poirier fight? Every other
I
Islam fight
think,
that I've seen
dude,
within that
there's
14.
Volk, bro. Volk.
Volk beat him
I
though.
don't know if you, yeah, and I think he could beat him again.
But what I'm saying though is within that 14 win streak,
For a fact,
that's the closest he's lost. I saw a couple of those fights within that 14 win streak.
no,
He was choking people out within the
He
third
fought
round.
someone else not that long ago too, who actually like had him pretty bad, in bad shape, like bleeding. Bad.
Was it this? Oh no, it wasn't that guy because Dustin gave him his first one. I don't know who it was, but I can tell you right now, I watched a couple of his fights between the 14 win streak, and he was choking people out in the third round, like at least four of the
No,
five
he has a
fights.
few knockouts.
Well, yeah,
in those
but still, like he's dominating people within the. People aren't reaching the fifth round, is what I'm saying. Though.
Yeah.
Like people aren't reaching the fifth round, and so I mean, you say what you want. I mean, but at the end of the day, that's a great fight. I mean, this is definitely a UFC a fight post episode for sure. I mean, we keep getting back
I
to
know,
the
going
fight.
back to the fight.
I love it.
Well, it's because they happened all this recently today.
It was big
We were
too.
watching.
I mean, you
everywhere.
go to any place, it was pretty big right now.
Yeah, it was huge.
Went out to go
I
eat, and
mean,
it
that's
was.
why I watched it a little bit of it too. I wasn't even really trying to like watch it today. I was just gonna like tune into highlights after the fact.
Mhm.
But I ended up buying in and watching the
That's a
main
good
event
fight.
and a little bit of that like the Strickland night that I was telling you. I wanna go back and watch.
Yeah.
Because I mean I saw you went out to go watch it. A lot of people were posting it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, honestly, a lot of people were talking about this fight, which I thought honestly it wasn't getting that much attention.
No, it's.
I thought for a fact I guess mainly, I guess it still does stand true. I think the Strickland fight wasn't getting as much attention.
Yeah. I'll say this. So to kind of end off the episode, and we've had a pretty good episode today, honestly. I love this drink. Like we said, 8 for both of us on this drink.
Good.
I love this drink. Kind of last topic, kind of. Yeah, the Hypnotic is good. I haven't tried it by itself, but honestly, I'm sure by itself, that shit is fire. A little cork, huh?
Put the cork on there.
We'll
I've never tried Hypnotic by itself.
Me
but
neither.
Honestly, it tastes. I'm assuming the more of the sweet taste is coming from the Hypnotic.
Yeah,
like the whole
100%.
like the sweet,
That ain't the
like,
Henny,
fruit
brother.
taste. Yeah.
That ain't the Henny, brother. The last thing I would say that I want to kind of get on is at the end of the day, you have your your traditional, whether it be no matter what state you're from, right? You kind of have your originality, right? Since we've been here, I feel like a lot of people have said we have an accent. Do you agree with that? You think we have an accent?
I haven't gotten an accent.
Comment?
Yeah, I haven't gotten an accent comment at all yet, honestly.
People say that
I
they
get
can
a
tell we're
lot
from
of
Mexico.
I don't know, people look at me and they just sort of
No, you're not from here.
yeah,
Yeah.
they know if I'm not from here, but they don't like give me no like, oh, like you got a New Mexican accent. I think they definitely just think I'm like Hispanic or like
Or from
possibly Middle Eastern. A lot of people would actually think I'm Middle Eastern for some fucking weird reason.
You do look Middle Eastern. You've
Nah,
had that
well,
same beard since
when
11
my
years
shit
old.
grows out bad, stop. But when my shit grows out bad, I guess it somewhat looks like it. But no.
I always tell people, dude, you've had that same beard since I've met you.
Nah.
You have, bro. You've had the same facial.
Nah.
You've had facial hair since I've met you, bro. Like, yeah, you have to be you have to have some kind of
It's
Middle East
called-
ancestor.
It's called
Ancestry.
Islander genes, bro.
There you go.
Look it up.
Get educated. Huh?
Get educated.
No, I've had that a lot since I've been here, which is you have a New Mexico accent. Which honestly, if I was like people like, if you know, you know. But like people like Tim, if you don't know who Tim is,
Yeah.
if you do know who Tim is, good for you. You know. But people like that who talk like full or like I want to talk like that type of style. That's a New Mexico accent. But I don't feel like I walk around talking with the New Mexico accent.
Yeah. I
Like,
mean.
hey fool.
Yeah.
Hey bro. Like that type of shit. I don't feel like I walk around
No,
talking
I mean
like
you
that.
do.
Do I? Interesting.
You say bro a lot.
Well, yeah,
Like, you
bro.
call people brother
Do I?
and shit, don't you?
Well, yeah, brother, but I feel like
I don't think people.
people
use
in New
that
Mexico
outside.
don't
No, they
use
do.
that.
I
Really?
think they use it quite often in New Mexico.
I feel like that's because of
They're
me.
like, "What's
though.
up, brother?" You know what I mean?
I feel like
How you doing,
yeah.
brother?
I feel like
honest. All right, I'll say this. Maybe not just New Mexico. It's more like anywhere where there's like reservations and shit. I feel like that's commonly used. It's like, hey, brother, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, brother. In Colorado, where I live.
That's all crazy.
Yeah, it's all. Oh yeah.
Like, and
Hey,
then
bro.
they use like a lot. I noticed we use like a lot. Like
what the fuck, like
that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
like bro, what the fuck, like
we throw it in there all the time, bro.
what the
it's
fuck
it's
are you
a
motherfuckers
bad
talking
habit, and I do
it's
it
a
too.
bad habit.
It is because I do it a lot. I fucking come to learn that lately. I put like a lot into like a lot of shit.
One thing I've noticed that people here don't do is that back home in New Mexico we shit talk each other a lot.
We do.
Here people
No,
are very.
I think
people
that's
don't
more
shit
like a
talk here.
boy, like a friendship thing too, though. I think here, people shit talk to only people that they're comfortable to.
Yeah.
And then for the most part here, like they're super.
I feel like in New
They
Mexico
keep to
it's
themselves to the point where they don't even want to talk.
No,
to
I feel
nobody.
that, but I feel like back in New Mexico, or I don't know other states, but especially back in New Mexico, like that's how everyone is. You better get used to it.
Although, I
Like-
I really recently learned or went to a Walmart out here, and that shit was fucking crazy. It was
bougie.
way more. No,
What?
I don't know what Walmart I must
Where
have gone
did you
to.
go? Yeah.
But this shit, and this wasn't like
Where did
Phoenix
you
or
get
anything.
trapped?
This was over here, like in Chandler area or
What?
Gilbert, bro. As soon as I walk in, there was a homie like walking out, like just talking to himself, yelling. There's like
He was having a blast. bro.
some straight crazy shit. Like you would have thought, like we were over there in San Mateo Walmart by
like on Central San Mateo type
yeah,
area.
Central and San Mateo Walmart. You remember the one that shut down?
Yeah, the one I used to work at.
Yeah, that crazy ass
Yeah.
one. It was
I
almost
love
like
that
that,
place.
bro. Like just straight up like that crazy. I was like, what the
Mouthwash drinking motherfuckers.
Like I was like, where
Yeah.
did what I just walk into?
It's an
But
interesting time.
I will say that they still didn't. It wasn't as like bad
I
to
don't
the
think it'll
point
ever be as bad.
where they had like fucking locked up lockers for your backpacks and
Or
like
like,
gates at the front
oh,
entrance and shit.
dude, I've been out of Albuquerque for so long. I forgot there's lockers for your backpack when you go to
I
Walmart.
know,
That's
dude,
crazy.
and those little gates at the front, they didn't
No,
have
they don't
them
have
at
that. There's no such
back in Albuquerque. They have these little like gates that
barricade gates that
you
open
can't
up,
come out from.
but
You
you
have
can
to go
come
through
in
like
too.
the cash outside from.
There's
But
no
to
such thing
go
as
in,
that
you have
over
to go
there.
through those gates. Over here, yeah, they don't have them.
And there's
But
Charlie's in every
that Walmart
Walmart.
was still fucking like super ghetto. Like there was like
Was there a
mad.
Charlie's though in that one?
There was a Charlie's in there, but
There's
it
a
was
Charlie's
still
in every
hella ghetto
Walmart, yeah.
in there. Like it was mad ghetto. There was like tweakers walking in there.
If you know the Charlie's from the Coronado Mall and the Cottonwood Mall, there's a Charlie's in every Walmart here, which is fucking mind blowing.
I mean, Charlie's for them is like Subway for us.
I guess, but no, not for us because we only have one Charlie's. That's in Coronado.
No, but that's
For,
for
like,
like
them.
Subway for us because we used to have Subways in a lot of places.
Oh yeah, it's like Subway to them. Is what you mean? Because it's not Subway to us because we only have one.
Subway?
No, Charlie's.
No, their Charlie's to them is like Subway to us in New Mexico. Because in
Oh,
New
yeah,
Mexico
yeah.
we have
We
a
have
bunch of
Subways
Subways.
everywhere.
That's what I meant.
They have a bunch of Charlie's all over the place.
Yeah, and they
here.
have a bunch of Charlie's.
Yeah, it's crazy. And their Charlie's menu is more. They have like wings on their Charlie's menu.
Yeah, no, yeah, our Charlie's is. I mean, it's just straight subs,
just
right?
subs, yeah, it's
As
just
far as
subs
I know,
and fries.
I'm not a big sub person, so I've never ate at Charlie's. But
I like Charlie's, but yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I like this. It's cool. But anyways,
give me back my McDonald's.
he's all, I want the McDonald's back, please. Anyways, yeah, we're still here in AZ. Gonna be here a little bit longer, so we'll be doing a couple more episodes out here, guys. Honestly, this shit hit me pretty good. Like I said, 8. Sam's already tired. This shit's hitting him. It's 8 for both of us.
Been out and about
You've
a lot
been-
today.
Yeah, and
and
dude,
drinking.
the other thing is when it's 105 degrees every fucking day, by the time you get out of whatever you're doing, you're fucking drained because you're sweating
Yeah.
bullets all day. So it's like, anyways, gotta love it. But we'll be here a little bit longer, guys. If there's anything you think we should try, please let us know in the comments below. I do have a couple other things we do have on our list, so we will kind of be going off there. But please give us more so we can keep adding to that list for sure. Like I said, guys, Incredible Hulk, definitely an 8. But rather than that, guys, leave a like, subscribe, and like always, see you guys in the next one. And you guys have a good one. Be safe. Dude, this shit was fire. I'm not gonna lie. And I had the lifesavers in there too.
Oh, for real? Did that actually make it taste better?
I thought so. I don't know.
I didn't add it.
I mean, fuck it. You didn't add any? Really? Dude, honestly, yeah. I would drink this again. I'd have this again. Honestly, I'd make sure I have a Hypnotic bottle every time someone has a Henny bottle. That's the type of the vibe I'm having with it. It's a good vibe right there. The vodka and that. It's a crazy combo. Yeah. Vodka.
Honestly, you don't taste it.
No, you don't. It's some good shit, bro. Oh, yeah, you can feel that shit.
Did you